we like it was good, but every time we were having a fight, there's this thing that happens to me where I start making stuff. Whenever I'm unhappy,
you make what?
No, I just make stuff. Like for some odd reason, I get more creative.
So
like,
what did you make recently?
I don't even know what I made, but just let me land.
The eye upstairs?
Leave that. Did you touch it?
The boat? Yes, I did.
I knew someone moved it.
And they were like, don't touch it. I'm like, I touched it. No.
You're just disrespectful.
No, I'm not.
And you moved it forward.
No, I did it. I wanted to see.
Someone moved it forward.
No. Okay, so listen. I didn't pick it and move it forward like what I wanted to irritate about. Didn't understand it. Okay, so I saw
until I explained it, yeah.
The moment I saw that part with the pencil and then the white that was painted, I just knew that there was something. Okay. Then I saw the eye, then I dropped it. I didn't pick it up like, oh, I wanted to.
That wasn't how I feel.
Now, you see, I didn't move it because I wanted to irritate you. I picked it up because I was trying to understand what it was, and I dropped it without realizing that you knew how you dropped it. I just wanted to understand what it was. Not like I picked it because I wanted to irritate you.
We're gonna come back to the box. But then it's like so the whole unhappiness thing, I feel like, so...
It has to do with Joanna.
Come on, be reasonable, relax.
I am.
Look, I feel like I finally found like... So this is, I'll tell you a story. So whenever I start, like things creatively start to do well.
That's why you need to vote?
No. But then the consequence of that is when I'm fighting one person, I'm fighting like give my voice to people that are not fucking worth it. And you know what's funny? I don't even fucking initiate the conversations. But for some odd reason, the conversations always end up happening.
Because you're stupid. You know what? No, because you said fuck. You said that already like how many times today?
I'm not even saying it again. You don't deserve it. Oh, God. I don't miss you.
Well, you do.
No, I don't. And you know why this is funny?
No!
Because I don't have cigarettes.
No!
So all this was for nothing.
Well, I know you said
I literally told you to go and you did not go.
But I'm glad I had the conversation.
I'm not glad I had... Okay, no, yeah, I'm kind of glad I had the conversation. Because you hurt my feelings.
How did I hurt your feelings?
I don't want to have this conversation. You know what you did this morning was intentional.
No.
Yeah, come on. No, I know you're not dumb, okay?
No.
The toilet was not the last thing on that list. You and I know that. It wasn't the only thing that was. Be honest.
Why the fuck would you talk?
Exactly. You were trying to prove a point with me.
No.
That's what you were trying to do.
No. I wasn't trying to prove a point, Faith.
That's what you're trying to do.
I wasn't trying to prove. You're stubborn.
You're stubborn too.
I was talking to you. If you're not talking to anybody, I said, listen. I want to do a lucky dip, but I want to hear spaces that people have chosen. And it got to your point. Motherfucker, you can't do it.
You knew I was pointing out.
At first?
You did.
Okay.
You see, that's the point. Because then it's like...
I don't.
Yeah. See, and then in my head it's like chill out, you can't fight everybody.
I know.
I've done this before. I've fought like 100 people at once. And I'm but it's exhausting. The mental... People
don't even understand that it's exhausting.
It's exhausting. The mental fortitude is insane. Like, I could bear this for a month, but I'm dying inside. And at some point, so I call it, it's called being selectively mute. It's like, I'm so angry, I just go into my shell. And then, so she used to be she would cry. Like, I would be in the house for like 2 weeks and I would not talk. And she would just be like, she would cry, oh, I'm sorry.
You live in the house with me. Do you know who would be doing the crying? No way.
Hey fam. So, this is Faith and Sultana having, well, we would say a much needed conversation. If you remember, for the past few days, or should I say few hours, days more like, Faith has been under a lot of heavy criticism. In my opinion now, no offense to anyone, he's been under a lot of pressure from a majority of the house members. If you watch one of my videos where Faith had an explosion sort of, when I was counting how many people were screaming at this guy, it was a good number in the house. And the few that were not screaming were neutral. They didn't want to get involved. Like, there was not even one person on Faith's side. And it's funny. This just goes to show you how human behavior is. Now, this is someone, and I don't take it the wrong way. I know some people would say, she's already supporting Faith and all that. I am here to analyze this thing as logically as possible. And if you agree with me, Faith has been under a lot of heat for the past few days. Imagine a scenario where they're preparing for their task, and midday, it's in one of my videos, is there screaming and instigating and telling everyone to not talk to Faith, to ignore him, and that was actually what played out. Now, I want you to take a look at it from your own side. If someone is telling people not to talk to you, listen to you, and speak with you, how would it feel? Now, this guy is a human being, and I sometimes wonder why I hear comments or people say things like Faith is proud. I feel, this is my opinion, we're a community here, and if you think I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. I feel this guy just has boundaries, which a lot of people obviously don't respect. And he's also a very principled man. Now, I think, now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I always love to hear from you and I always respond. I think that a good majority of the house members are scared that Faith will win. Because let's take a few house members as an example. When Emisi was, acting out, I love her. She's, no bullshit kind of person. We didn't see this kind of reaction. When Sultana was going around peeing in Dede's box, this reaction didn't come about. So many things that Sultana has done. And yes, just to point out, Sultana is also a provocator and an instigator. And I have a bad feeling about this conversation she had with Faith. I strongly feel she's going to misinterpret it and cast Faith in a negative light. Now, some fans are saying that Faith is misbehaving or acting this way because initially at the beginning of the show, Faith was close to Sultana, and Sultana maybe the day he found Sultana in bed with Jason Jae, he had a crash out. But I don't believe that, because if he had a crash out, how come he's doing well in his task? How come so far he's been winning head of house? So if someone has a crash out, then it's supposed to be a total meltdown. I personally feel it's because Joanna is no longer in the house, and she was the only person that was genuinely standing by him. Now, if you haven't liked yet or subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to do so. Yes, and so moving on. Now, Faith has been using sign language to communicate in the house, and I think Sultana approached him to get, cigarettes or something like that, but I don't even want us to dwell on that. Someone is being antagonized, bullied, and people instigating he shouldn't be spoken to, which I feel that's really malicious. Is he supposed to push himself on people that don't want him? Because there are rumors of him wanting to voluntarily exit. No, but I don't think that is the solution. This guy is hurt. He is feeling really bad because everyone is obviously trying to poke him in the eyes, trying to get a reaction out of him. And yes, it's okay to say he's proud, but he's someone that has standards. And like I said, I am not supporting everyone. May the best housemate win. But one thing I personally can't stand is bullying and outright victimization, because I hear fans using words like villain and all that. I don't think that is true. If anybody is the villain here, how about Sultana? She is a villain. How about Jason Jae? He's a villain. There's so many of them that could easily be called villains, but human nature, human character is that we are bound to have our strength and our weakness. So the question I want to ask you, if you could help me put your own answer in the comment section, is Faith a villain or a victim? And why do you think that people are seeing him as a villain? Because whether you like it or not, he's a very strong contender of winning this season. So I feel like this conversation, though good, really doesn't help the situation, because it's more or less like Sultana just looking for something to do. And at this point, everybody's willing to do anything. You know, I always say it in all my videos, everybody's playing a game, everybody's playing a strategy. And they don't mind stepping on anyone's toes and doing anything to gain relevance of some sort, maybe for content purpose or for a storyline to get them to stay in the house. And I can't remember, please remind me if I'm wrong, seeing anywhere Faith has betrayed anyone in the house. But let me end this here, because so many other things to talk about in the other videos. Thank you so much for staying with me this long, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm waiting for you in the comment section. See you in the next video.